Got percent problems? Well, here's some percent help. Hooray! Part 1 is just a review of how to find the missing percent. And our goal is to turn a part to whole ratio into a percentage. And we're going to be using the ratio part over whole is equal to the percent over 100. And that's our key thing to remember, the number for the percent over 100. And here's a reminder that when we're working with percentages, the factors of 100 are your friends. So here they are. If you don't already have them, get them in your notebook. They're your friends. They help us to figure out what numbers go into 100 evenly. You really need to know these in order to do these percentage problems. Here's an example of a basic problem. Remember, we're going to circle the percent, and we're also going to label the part and whole. And so the percent that I'm circling, what percent is 18 out of 20? That's actually the thing I'm going to find out. So I'm circling the question, what percent? And then 18 out of 20, out of, right here, is actually a really good clue that I'm looking at the whole, and 18 is the part. Now I'm going to set up a ratio table, and remember, percentages are ratios, and specifically they're part to whole ratios. And in my table, I know the ratio 18 out of 20. 18 is the part, 20 is the whole. It matches with what I've labeled. And I also know that I'm trying to get a percentage. So I don't know what the part is up here, but I do know that I'm trying to get it to be out of 100. Now, all I need to do is ask myself, how do I get from 20 to 100? Another way of asking that is, how many times does 20 go into 100, or what's 100 divided by 20? And again, if you look at your factors of 100, you'll see that 20 goes into 100 5 times. Of course, you could do the long division if you needed to. And so when we do this out, we get 20 times 5 is going to get us to 100. And if we do it to the bottom, we've got to do it to the top. So 18 times 5. And I'll do that computation out. 18 times 5. 5 times 8 is 40. Carry the 4. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 4 is 9. So that means 90 out of 100. And my answer to this question is 90%. Now here's your spicy problem. In a class, 12 out of 15 students love math. What percent love math? Now, as always, we're going to label the part. I see part is here, 12. We're going to label the whole out of 15. And I'm still looking for what percent. So I'm going to circle that. Now, let's set up a ratio table. And as always with percents, we're talking about a part and a whole. And just to make it a little more clear, I know that the part is the students who love math. So I'm going to put a heart and math. And the whole is the total. So I'm going to write total there. And like before, in the basic problem, we already know the ratio 12 to 15 because that's the part, 12, and the whole is 15. And now looking at my factors of 100, I know I need to get this to be out of 100. But I'm having some trouble because to get from 15 to 100, 15 doesn't go evenly into 100. Now, of course, I could do 100 divided by 15, and I would get a decimal. But I think there's an easier way. So let's see. Let me see if I can change my original ratio. So I'm going to take this 100 out of here, And I'm not going to do this division. And I noticed that I could simplify 12 out of 15. So let me see if that helps me. 12 out of 15, I can divide the top and the bottom by 3. So 15 divided by 3 is 5, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. And now I see something. 5 goes into 100 evenly. So I can get from 5 to 100 by multiplying by 20. And again, the factors of 100 are super useful. And if I multiply the bottom by 20, then I also need to do that to the top, times 20, which means I get 4 times 20, or 80. So I have 80 out of 100, and 80 out of 100 means the answer is 80%, which fits what I was looking for. I was looking for a percent.